Good kill, good kill. Okay, good kill.
Alright guys, we're here in the F-14 Tomcat, once again trying what is appearing to be Mission Impossible here today. This was the one that was voted for the most in the comment section, the F-14, to try to run this mission, see how it goes. I think I'm starting to come to the conclusion that maybe this mission can't be completed without stealth. But I don't want to go necessarily straight to the F-22 still, you know what I mean? It just kind of feels like cheating. So I don't know, let me know in the comment section what we should do. But I do think, like, I don't know, man, I don't know if there's a conventional aircraft that can do this mission. It's just a little too difficult. It's just a little bit of a tall order, you know? Although it is an interesting mission in the sense that, like, it really does put, you know, aircraft to the test, because you got to get there in a certain time limit too. Like, your speed also matters, your fuel consumption matters, all of that. But I will say I am very optimistic about the F-14. I think that if anybody can do it, it's going to be the mighty Tomcat. We're going to see how far she gets compared to the F-16, F-15, and Mirage at this point. We'll see. I think maybe the Tomcat can make it home, man. You know, she's large, she's in charge. We'll fly out there, drop some bombs, and hightail it out of there. Like, why can't the Tomcat do that? They should be able to do that. Not really a big deal, just another Tuesday for the Tomcat, man. Okay, we got the runway here, and we'll plug in the AB and get airborne and see what she can do. There we go, brakes, and full AB, and we're off. Oh, I can feel the power already. Just nice and gently start pulling back on the stick as we build speed. Here she comes. We don't have a catapult to launch us, so it's going to be a little longer. Here we go. Nice and easy off the ground. Beautiful climb by the Tomcat, and that's it. Let's roll into the mission. Let's see if the mighty Tomcat can get it done. So originally this video was an F-16 video for Ukraine, like a sneak mission for Ukrainian F-16. Kinda gotta hope it doesn't work, because if it works, then we gotta find a way to get Tomcats over to Ukraine, you know. And I don't think there's any of these left, except in Iran maybe. And I don't think they're gonna send whatever they have left over there, if anything's left these days anyway. Alright, we are all set up here. I changed the HUD to the night mode here, the red, just so I don't have to see the huge green tint on the thing, and it's going to be important for finding the targets in the first place. But for anybody unfamiliar with the mission, we have to hit an Iskander site that's about to launch, but we have to get there at a certain time. If we don't get there in time and the Iskanders launch, then you know, it's mission failed. And once we kill them, we have to make it home at the same time. There's a bunch of flankers and a bunch of felons that come from all directions. There's an SA-6. So it's a complicated egress, let's just say that, you know. But out of all the jets we've tried so far, the F-16, the Mirage, the F-15, the F-15 has been the only one that has managed to reach the Iskanders in time to drop the bombs so that they don't launch. So it's the only aircraft that has completed the first stage of the mission. It's a very complicated mission, actually. You know, you got to get there at a certain speed, which is why I think the Tomcat might be able to do it. We're going to see how well we do with this thing. And so I'm just trying to go as fast as I can and then come out of afterburner and glide the aircraft a little and then put afterburner back in and come out of it. And in this way I'm trying to make sure we have the fuel reserve to get there and also to make it home. Right, that's the main priority here, which is another reason why this is an interesting test of a mission, because it also requires the pilot to be able to modulate his fuel consumption in such a way that he will get home. You won't be able to afterburn all the way in and all the way out, and like no aircraft is going to have that much fuel in it, you know. So you do have to be careful. That's why I want to use my afterburner to get there in time. That's how I'm opting to do it, because if I can't get to the Iskanders in time and they fire, then it's mission failed anyway. So I'm using a lot of afterburner to try to get there faster. And my idea is we'll get in there, we'll drop the bombs, so we'll get there high speed, drop the bombs, and then once again afterburner out. There's a little flat terrain area, we're going to afterburn out of there, and once we get into the mountains and valleys we can come out of afterburner theoretically, and maybe even once we put some separation, if we lose the bandits in those valleys like I'm expecting to, then we can climb a little and get some fuel efficiency back and possibly glide ourselves into the airfield and call this a mission complete. But as of right now, we are in the wrong Tom Cruise movie. You know, we're supposed to be in Top Gun, but it feels like we're in Mission Impossible. Or even Edge of Tomorrow, you know, just constantly retrying the same mission until we get it right. Look at this. That's new. There's a lot of guys up there. It's usually just 3 flankers, but it looks like we got some bombers. I haven't seen these guys before. I don't know, maybe they bid in the missions, I just haven't seen them. But it's not a big deal. Bomber's not going to be a huge threat to me, although they still have eyeballs, so if they see me, it's going to be a problem. But I think we'll be okay here. I'm very, very, very optimistic for the Tomcat here. I really think we can possibly get out. I mean, I don't know why, because I feel like the F-15 came really close to getting out, and I think if the F-15 can do it, I think maybe the Tomcat can do it. So I'm hoping we can get a little lucky this time. If you haven't already, go ahead and place your bet in the comment section if you think we're going to complete this mission or not. But this is what I'll say too. Although I'm trying to be more efficient in my approach, so I'm using not as much afterburner, again, so I can actually get home. I am traveling fairly fast, and I've kind of taken a different approach, a more straight-in approach, which is taking me through some mountains instead of through some valleys and stuff. And the lower portions of the map here. There were villages we flew over earlier. You'll notice we didn't do that this time around. I'm climbing over the mountains, and what that's doing is actually creating a little bit of a straighter line for me, and therefore I'm hoping that I can get there faster, obviously. Like, I'm taking the shortest distance between 2 points kind of thing. Even though I'm technically not following the waypoints, I've learned the mission to the point where I know where I'm going at this point. So I'm kind of taking shortcuts, trying to get there faster, using less afterburner. And so as we get closer, We should have the ridgeline right up ahead. This is about waypoint 6, I believe. Yeah, there we go. That guy's breaking off. We got the break off flanker. Okay. Everything is where it should be. We'll get a little bit lower here. Watch this. Watch how low this thing can fly. Oh my god. Look at this. There's a good chance I'm gonna suck in like a rabbit or something flying this low. Even a rock or like the smallest piece of dirt go in my engine, it'll be a bad day. Alright, but here we go. We are waypoint 6, waypoint 7 is going to be off the nose here. That's going to be the Iskander site. We'll pop up, drop the bombs. We're carrying 4 Mark 84s. Once again, we're staying true to the mission since the F-16 could only carry Mark 84s because we were doing a Ukraine scenario. Every aircraft that does this has to either carry Mark 84s or some sort of dumb bomb. You know, that's the idea. You can't come in here with a standoff weapon. That's not what the mission is. If I could do a standoff, you know, weapon, I would have fired a cruise missile like 20 minutes ago and got out of here, right? But yeah, this is a dumb bomb delivery. We're gonna pop over this ridge line. Waypoint 7 is right on the other side of this ridge. I'm sure those of you who've been watching these videos have memorized that by now, as have I. And that Iskander site will be over there. As of right now, I don't see any smoke trails, so I think we might be on time. I mean, the amount of scratches on the canopy of this F-14 though, it's a little crazy. It's like somebody let their cat out in here. I see him. I see that. I see it. I barely make it out, but I can see it. Here we go. Here we go. They haven't launched yet, so I think we can be on time. I gotta get there fast and just drop these bombs before they shoot. Okay, pickle, and we're up. Brake left. Braking out of here before they even land. There it is. Good impact. We're out of here. Okay, I've informed Jester that the tanks need to go, so he's working on that as we rip through here, staying low. Once again, full afterburner. There go the tanks. We're staying super low and just absolutely ripping out of here. Yep, there it is. We're being locked. We're being locked by flankers and felons from every direction, as expected. Okay, so far we've made it further than the F-16 and the Mirage. So this is actually pretty good. We're doing well. I'm staying super low because, you know, Tom Cruise taught us that staying low confuses their targeting systems or whatever. That's not actually true. So, although I have found that staying super low makes it hard for missiles to hit you. They get pretty close, even if they're really advanced, and they'll hit near you, but won't necessarily hit you. But you are taking a chance, because the explosive frag will still kill you from the missile, and sometimes they hit you just fine. But look at this, we are zipping over these trees, and we've broken lock. You hear that? It's silent. Those flankers and felons have lost me. Oh. They see me again. I think we're good. I think we're gonna make it. I think the Tomcat's gonna make it, man. We're in the mountains. mountains, this is where the F-15 defeated the first missile that was launched at it. And if we can just go a little further here, we're being locked. They found me again. Oh, they know what I'm doing, man. They're looking for me right in here. Getting super low again to try to break that lock, see if we can disappear. We're in the mountains, man. We are further than the F-15 ever got. This is the furthest in the mission we've ever gotten. I am being locked, but I'm outrunning them. They're not shooting at me. They're not shooting because I'm outrunning them. I think we're good. I think we're going to make it home. If we can get a little further, we have SA6 cover, and they are going to shoot at these guys. Switch back to air. They're going to cover my tail, and we're going to be good. I do have a fuel problem. I'm going to have to climb here soon if I want to have some fuel efficiency. And look at that. RWR is silent. Never mind. It's back. Oh, they're up there. Look at these guys. There's two guys following me. Alright, I'm gonna climb here because I need the fuel efficiency. I really do not have the fuel for this. I gotta get high because there's a good chance I'm gonna have to glide this thing in. But we are close to the airfield, man. I'm being locked up by those guys from behind again. Oh, missile in the air. That's the felon over there. But from behind me is two flankers, and somebody shot at me, and I don't think it was the felon. I think it's the flankers. We're gonna dive down, try to drag that missile into dense air. I think we're gonna be good here. Just get into this vacuum.